Okay. In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. And we will leave you with a... I can't do it. We'll do it live.
No.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it, and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
Thank you, Bill, for that wonderful introduction. We are the Donkey Show Podcast.
All right.
Good morning, good evening, afternoon, wherever you are. Thank you for listening to this wonderful episode of the Donkey Show. My name is Brian Ruiz, a.k.a. Mystic Modelo.
That's what we're doing now.
Yeah, all right.
What? That's what we're
Just
doing now.
throwing shit, see what sticks.
What?
Just
What do you...
all right.
I don't
Well,
know.
Mystic River over here.
Okay. What?
I don't know.
I thought Spage had a copyright on that, but no, you shouldn't have to rent your AKAs from Spage.
All right. To the right of me is Wesley Seymour, a.k.a.
AKA too hard.
What?
I just went way too hard.
You was too
I
hard.
see.
What are you trying to
Way
do?
Like
hard.
Kevin
What are you-
Hart, like that.
What are
Like
you
way
doing
too
exactly?
hard.
What are you...
Too hard.
What is
Are you
that? What
saying
is that?
hard?
Hard.
Okay.
Are you having a stroke
Hard.
right now?
Yeah, dude, I thought you
Too
were having a
hard.
fucking stroke, bro. You all right?
Yeah, my heart. My heart.
Can you stop doing that? Just don't do that.
Sounds offensive.
Yeah, it does. To the right of Wesley Seymour is Christian Espejo, a.k.a.
Revelation Sunday.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Things
You know
are
what?
clear.
Yes.
Things are very
yes.
clear for me now. The Sun House.
You can see clearly
Yeah, I
now.
can see
Yeah,
clearly now.
yeah.
It's a beautiful goddamn day out.
Yeah,
It is.
yeah. You know what, guys? I'm just gonna take the time and make a public apology to your significant other and your significant other for having Harper Cox have her boobs out.
Oh, and the many listeners that we got mad complaints.
Let me just first off, Harper Cox, we love her. She's wonderful. We love having her on the show. I'll tell you from my wife's point of view when things finally opened up about how she felt about Harper Cox on the show. Normally when we interviewed her, she's like, this is fine. And we weren't on YouTube before. And she's like, this is fine. But then when she saw it, she was like, why did you have to have her put her pasties on?
So she could be on YouTube, though.
I think that's the main.
yeah.
That's the problem. Like, hey,
I think you're missing the point there.
Yeah, that's actually the problem.
Yeah. That's the problem. So, like, I know that each and every one of our significant others, and I was going over with it with my wife, and I'm like, I don't know what the big fucking deal is. She's in another fucking state. We're doing this through FaceTime. We're trying to create content for our fucking listeners. I don't know. It's like watching porn. You know what I'm saying? It's like watching porn.
Well, interactive porn. I guess.
Interactive porn, but porn. I mean, if you're looking at it in that aspect, I'm not calling Harper Cox up like in that aspect like a porn figure, but she is a porn star kinda.
She is, yeah.
So with that said, my wife said something that she's never said before. She was like, I feel like I look stupid. She's like, you're out there having girls, and she's like, it's a bad look for me. I'm like,
Yeah.
Never has she said that, and it's so simple. And before, I used to always argue with her and say, you know what? It's a show. We're not doing anything. I love you. You know that. I'm just trying to create content for this show. But when she said that, I'm like, fuck, I feel you.
Something clicked.
Something clicked.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I feel you. I'm sorry. So it was my idea to have Harper Cox on the show. So I'd like to apologize to your guys' significant others.
I enjoyed the damn show.
I
Yeah,
enjoyed
as
it
well.
too.
I enjoyed
it
Our,
as well.
our demographic, peep this. Our demographic is from 24 to 38 years old. That's our demographic.
And it's all dudes.
males.
Yeah, it's all dudes.
Men, males.
Men.
So if we're going to appeal to our demographic, yeah, throw a little boobs in there. We're
With pasties.
With pasties. We're predominantly testosterone driven show. So, you know, of course we're gonna have like we talk about fights, we talk about fucking chicks and butts and
There was
boobs and-
definitely backlash, not only on the home front, but
not on the home front. There was
everywhere.
everyone. We got emails and
dude.
comments.
I think even Harper got like
there was never one male in there that had a problem with it.
no, it was all
There was all females that had
But
problems
what are the
with it.
complaints? What are people saying?
Someone
this
said
had-
that we,
someone
we,
said-
we can't say because
no,
he said
yeah,
please don't.
yeah.
Yeah, but there was somebody.
There was there was multiple
no, but
people.
in this, I'll give you one example. She was like, you guys objectified her body and you had her on there like just like she was a prop. I'm like, I didn't really look at it that way.
I still don't look at it that way.
Well,
you have to understand the other side though, because we're running the show and this is content and this is great, but on the way that I guess women see it, it's a completely different thing because we kind of like are using her to get more viewers. So it's a way and it's a kind of objectifying her and in their eyes, but
yeah,
we don't see it that way.
and
I don't think Harper even sees it that way either.
I just enjoy. I think if something's good, I want to have it on the show.
We want to share it
And
to the
by
world.
the way, one of our highest rated episodes that we've ever done, Harper Cox. We had the most listeners on Harper Cox than any guest that we've ever had on this show.
She has a huge following.
She has a huge following. So
What does that
yes,
say?
That's what I'm saying. So I knew it was going to be interesting, but I'm always going to want to have those sort of. I want all walks of life on this show. I want to have the North Korean guy who bailed on us. That would have been a cool. That would have been a cool interview. I mean, there's so many things that I want to do on this show and different aspects of life from different people and get different points of view of things. So I was blinded and I didn't see that part. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I didn't see that part because I'm just like content. This is gonna be good. I didn't look at it from the point of view of my wife saying like, I just look dumb. I'm like, oh shit. At the end of the day, you can't tell somebody how to feel about something.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
most definitely.
So like I can't tell her not to feel that way for any reason. So like if she feels that way, she feels that way. And what can I do? I understood. And we've never had this conversation before, but I understood. I'm like, I get it. We will have Harper Cox on the show again. However, because it wasn't that to her, that wasn't the problem.
No, it was the.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It was a lengthy interview.
Yeah.
It was an hour interview with her pretty much with her shirt off. And,
yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah,
and I think that's
I guess
the
that
problem.
could be. It's over the top. I
Yeah.
guess.
As you're saying it, you're realizing what like.
Okay, but we'll leave this out to our viewers and to our listeners. Did we go too far? By having her Harper Cox with her pasties?
Because we got the other side of it. Like we got the
heard
the angry, the female version
we heard
of
the
this.
female point of view of this, and I did hear some very good points. So look, I have no problem admitting when I'm wrong. If I'm wrong about something, if I have a different point, if there's new information that's been presented to me and I have a different point of view, I have no problem in just saying, my bad. You know what? I see that. My bad.
If the issue is she's just had her shirt off for the whole show, I get that. I understand. Like, okay, over the top.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, this is who Harper is. This is her. This is what she does. This is who she is. It's what she does for a living, and that's intriguing to us. So having her on the show and talking to her,
if you look at how many listeners they have, it's
that's
more
intriguing.
intriguing to just
But
us.
there
It's
is
intriguing to a
there
bunch
is
of people.
this like weird virtual world now where things are strange. She's not even in the studio. She's on a screen on the other side of the country.
Literally.
Literally on the other side of the country. Dude, there are some. Did I talk to you guys about this thing called Real Touch?
No, what is
We
it?
talked about that.
No.
Dude, okay, so I saw this on I think HBO really late at night. They have this thing called Sex Now, and they just go over different like the sex world, virtual sex world.
Do they show people fucking?
Yes, they do.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, it's like a 15 to 20 minute show, and it just goes just dives into the world of like webcam girls and things like that.
Oh, okay.
Right. So there's this contraption. It's freaking crazy. It's about it's in the shape of a peanut. It's like a white like it looks almost like a white peanut. Yeah.
Is it all like curvy?
Peanut. Yeah, it's like a foot.
Curvy?
Yeah, it's like a foot high and probably like 6 inches wide, and it's in the shape of a like in a peanut, but
Right.
it's just a very white, smooth thing. Okay, it's used for webcam girls. So the guy literally puts his dick into this thing, into this giant peanut thing, right? He's just all the way in, and there's all these moving parts inside of it. Now the webcam girl, wherever the hell she is, has this joystick looking thing. It looks like a joystick, not a penis. It doesn't look like a penis, but it looks like a dildo basically. And whatever she does to this thing, the peanut, the real touch thing mimics over this guy's dick. So if she's like touching it or rubbing it, putting it in her mouth, whatever she does, it emulates that feeling right?
Is this cheating?
That is
that
my
where you're
question.
going?
Yeah. So they walked around like outside, outside Times Square and asked people like, hey, do you know what this is? And they're like, no, blah, 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 blah. And then they explained what it is. And, if it was a dude, he's like, this is kind of intriguing. And then they would ask the girl he's with or his wife, like, would you consider this cheating? Because you are interacting with another woman via your computer. She could also be on the other side of the world. She could be in Japan, right? Yeah. But you guys are interacting and talking, and she's basically virtually having sex with your dick.
You. Well, she's making you feel like
where's
sex.
Where's the
no line. The line is
to...
drawn. Like, okay, here's my point. The line is drawn by your wife or by my girlfriend. The line is drawn where she says that's too much. Mm-hmm. Right?
I would consider that too much.
Okay.
Like me, myself.
Would you?
Yeah,
that's a little
I don't think I'd be able to do that and be okay.
You know what? I don't think I'd be able to do it just because I don't think I'd get off on it. But
no, I like on a moral sense for me at least.
Morally?
Yeah, like morally, I don't think I'd be able to do that because there's interaction going on there. Like if you're watching a porn, you're just watching something.
I wouldn't consider it cheating, but there's no way on earth
You'd
that whoever I was dating is gonna feel the same way.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it just because I know that would be across the line.
I think that's most things with males. Like with men, most things with men is that we would consider cheating or not cheating. A wife would consider like, no, that's fucking cheating.
Right.
Yeah.
A female may look at it like cheating. Like, dude, my rules on cheating. I mean, I obviously don't do anything.
Right.
But I don't. There's certain things that my wife's like, that's fucking cheating. That I'm like, ugh. Like, really?
I mean, and I think that there are definitely
not
unreasonable.
That I've done that thing. Let me go ahead and mark all my bases here.
You know what's crazy that you bring that up? I actually saw a movie. I forget what the movie is, but there's a scene where the guy is in his office and he's watching like porn, and his wife walks in, and she's like, and he like scrambles, and then she's like, oh, what are you watching? And then he's like, nothing. And then she's like, oh, I want to see what you jack off to, right? And she's like, what are you into? She's just like curious, and she walks in, and then the girl's like, hey baby, are we all done? She calls him by his name, and she's like,
okay, so he had a webcam.
He had a webcam girl having a and she was like, you're cheating on me, and I was like, damn, that resonates because you're.
Yeah,
at least to me, you're talking to another woman.
You know
very
what,
sexual manner.
Yeah.
I still would consider that. I consider that cheating.
Yeah, me too. 100%.
I see that.
That's human. That's human communication.
Yeah,
exactly. Because if my wife, I know the rules are a bit different because women are more emotional and they cheat when they're emotionally, whatever. But if my wife was like on one of those real time things,
with a
like
guide
some
stick.
big black mandingo motherfucker that was like, dude, he's like way bigger than me, and this guy is like fucking like fingering my wife from the other side of the fucking planet.
You'd be upset.
I'd be pretty upset. Even if he wasn't doing that, even if he was just like, even if he was talking to her, and they were interacting, even if she wasn't doing anything
just
sexual.
Who is this dude?
Whose man's is this?
Whose man's is this?
Dude, 100%. So that always, I don't know what movie that's from, but like I'm like, that's 100%. Like I wouldn't want my wife talking to some dude, and I always do the golden rule. Like I like put myself in her shoes. Like I wouldn't like that. So I'm not gonna do that.
But there's some things that I've been told to put myself in those shoes, and I'm like, I'm fine.
It doesn't. I knew a chick that didn't let her boyfriend watch porn. She thought it was cheating, and I was like, that's unreasonable.
Someone very close to me, his significant other won't let him watch porn.
I don't see anything wrong with that.
And to me, I'm like, what is my man supposed to do then? What do you want him to do?
Yeah.
I doubt it you're having sex with
your
him
imagination,
every time he
dude.
wants to fucking.
That's
he wants to
how
fuck-
Bronco
and you know
Bronco
what?
did.
Sometimes I don't even want sex. Sometimes it's like, you know what? I just want some me time. I just want some alone time
want
right
to
now.
catch a beat?
I don't even. I just want to catch a beat. That's it. Just leave me alone. Like, so every time I want to go do that, like it's. Come on, dude. We're all adults here. We're men.
He must have a very, very extensive spank bank.
No. He's hiding.
He's still
He's
watching
watching.
porn.
He's hiding.
That's why it's
I'm
unreasonable.
telling you
Like,
that
yeah, he's still
as a
watching porn.
fact.
Yeah.
He's still watching porn.
Yeah.
But now the extent, like
The extent that he has to
extent
go
that he
to
has
do it
to
is
do
crazy.
Is like, dude, that's what I had to do. Like when I was watching scrambled porn at my parents'
That's
house.
what you do when
Same
you're like
here,
a kid,
when you're
yeah.
a kid. Like I don't know if kids still have the problem we do, but when I
No,
was a
they
kid,
don't.
we had to come across a nudie magazine
Yeah.
somewhere.
Dude, yeah.
You know, and that was like gold. Like we passed that shit around. Like, dude,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
don't wriggle the pages. What the hell? This one's torn. You know, like it was
Don't
a
give it
big
to
deal.
David. He's the one coming all over the pages, man.
What, bro? What? I didn't have friends like that. I
Yeah,
had
you
a
had,
friend.
you had true friends.
Yeah, I had real friends.
Dude, that like porn is part of our culture. It's just the way it is.
It's a fucking multi-billion-dollar
Right.
industry.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think? Motherfuckers aren't jacking off?
Yeah.
Like, people aren't, like,
Any
whacking off?
woman that
But,
thinks
so
her
any
man
woman who
is-
thinks her man
is
is not whacking
delusional.
off, you are fucking delusional.
Yeah,
and
for
he's
sure.
being dishonest with you because he has no choice.
He
He's
doesn't
gonna
have
go
a choice.
crazy.
Yeah.
You know what? He'll go emotionally.
Totally.
Yeah.
Emotionally, dog.
Yeah.
Emotionally.
That shit will drive you crazy.
That shit will drive you crazy,
Yeah.
dog. Sometimes, like, if I haven't had any sort of, like, anything, like, I haven't whacked off, had sex, or nothing like that, my thoughts are not the same.
Right.
Shit
Yeah,
is
you're not thinking
and
clearly.
I'm telling you, dog, shit that's up here on a regular, when everything's moving fine, when the pipes are all clean, normal. But if I haven't ejaculated in some time,
I think it's the same. Like,
Maybe
imagine this. Like, I know
Shit
this
gets
because
weird.
I know this because my chick cries all
fuck
the
my couch.
time.
what?
I fucked my couch when I was
Okay, go
younger.
ahead.
Wait,
Yeah.
what?
My chick cries all the time.
New
Listen,
story. I'm sorry.
My chick cries all the time. Like, she can cry watching OC Housewives. Right? Like, she just, some dumb emotional thing where they're being cunts to each other, and then one of them says she's sorry, and the other one, and she'll just be like,
Hard
oh my God. Like, if I were to tell my chick, look, you can't fucking cry anymore. You gotta stop crying.
Yeah, it'd
like
be an
women
asshole
cry.
thing to do.
Like that's how they release emotions.
Oh, dog.
that's their
That's-
release,
dog.
and they do it all the time, and it's
Dog.
fine.
Yeah, we cried
How
through our
we-
dicks.
Yes, we cried through our
you gotta
dicks.
stop
That is
crying.
freaking great.
Dude, that is
I need a
bring it
T-shirt
on.
that says
I
"I cried
through my dick," yeah.
Yes,
It's where the emotion comes out of.
yes.
Oh. Pun.
That is our release.
Oh yeah, hey,
Nice pun.
Yeah, thank you. I didn't mean to do that.
I just got it now.
I was
Hey,
just-
have you
like 10
guys
seconds
ever like been in the restroom and then someone comes in to pee and they're breathing super hard? Like just
do you mean?
like they just
Oh,
run
some
a
people
marathon.
use the restroom noisy like.
Yeah, very
Like,
noisy.
I go
it's,
to the
it's kind of
restroom-
disturbing.
Yeah.
Like some guy. Okay, I was in the restroom at work, and then some guy came in like he had just run a whole marathon, and he was like,
like you just read all over.
and he was like, and I was like, what is going
Then
on
you
here?
start questioning what's going
Yeah,
on.
what is going?
what
And I'm
are
like,
you
why is he
doing?
breathing so hard? Was
Maybe he
breathing
had
extra hard.
Maybe he had like a disease that sometimes it was like painful for him to.
You know, I wonder because I love
She got
like
that
I love
trapped.
the Rogan show. I love Joey Diaz,
Uh-huh.
but I can't listen to the Rogan show if Joey Diaz is on
'cause he's
because
breathing?
he breathes like it's nonstop. Just
like a
you don't
bulldog.
remember-
yeah, and I
do
don't
you-
think he knows he's doing. He's a big guy. He's overweight, but it's just like I can't.
If you
I
listen
can't.
to
It
his
drives me
voice,
crazy.
you know that's how he's.
Yeah,
I hate
got that guttury low
yeah,
voice.
Yeah. He probably is a snorer. He probably has a sleep apnea.
Holy-
He
medicine.
does. He's
Yeah.
he's
Oh,
talked
he
about
does?
that. Yeah,
Oh, okay,
he has a
yeah.
CPAP machine.
I didn't mean that as a joke. I'm serious. I'm sorry. What were you gonna say?
But I don't know. But like, if there's one thing that is kind of like universally creepy, it's dudes breathing heavy. It doesn't matter if you're a
Yeah.
chick, if you're a guy.
I
You hear a
have
guy like
complete
breathing
control.
heavy.
Even like, I mean, in every, there's no time that I'm like. Do you remember James Gandolfini on this Sopranos?
Oh yeah, he's just breathing hard all the
Watch,
time.
listen to this. Listen to this. This is gonna bug. Every time he,
Yeah, he would do that.
I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Well, he
bro.
was eating like those meats
no.
too. He was,
but
just
he
like,
was also just. He's dead now. Rest in peace. But like he was a heavy.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
Like a
Yeah.
big dude, a heavy
kind of like a
breather,
big
dog.
smashed nose,
Yeah,
and that's just
dude.
kind of how he had to breathe.
Yeah, I think that. So again, let me reiterate. I apologize to the wives. I apologize to my wife. It will not happen again.
Lately, soon.
lately
It will not happen again. Soon.
anytime soon.
Hey, it won't happen again.
Oh
I
yeah,
just had something in my
They
eye
can't
there.
hear that.
Huh?
They can't hear
What do you
that. But there's a camera over there. That's
But there are lines. You learn the lines that are drawn.
Did you guys
by
hear
doing
about that
stuff.
kid that fell in the sewer and got lost for like 12 hours?
No,
That's
that
not-
sounds like a
Not
nightmare.
that crazy.
What?
What kind of sewer was it?
Like a fucking sewer, like a city sewer.
how the fuck the kid fall in a city sewer?
Stupid kid, man.
What the fuck? Like,
Maybe he went down one of those
Park.
storm drains.
How
He's like,
old was
Have you guys ever?
Can get
He
down
was
here.
like
Couldn't get back
12.
dumb motherfucker was watching Ninja Turtles and looking for him.
Dude, I've
That's what
crawled
happened.
down
Have
into sewers
you've
before,
gone
like
down
at
there?
parks and stuff. Yeah,
Really?
like have you ever been at a park and then you find that
The
like
big,
giant
giant
gate
tunnel?
thing? Yeah, the tunnel, and you go in there. I never went down far enough to get lost. I'm like, I'm gonna get lost.
What's
and
down
get
there?
eaten by
what,
freaking.
what was he? What
water.
was down there?
It's in
Like,
LA.
He was on top of some shit and fell into it. And
You
it was
heard
like
about this?
50 feet- It was like 50 feet down.
Yeah.
And he couldn't get out.
Oh,
They
fuck, he's
they
lucky
took him
to
like
break
a
leg or
a
something.
shit long time to find him.
And like his
They
parents
thought
could
he got
probably
lost
never.
away. They went down to the water.
Wait, did they know he was in there?
No, they were
he's only-
they were looking for him, right?
But did they know he were they looking for him in
No,
the
no,
sewer?
no. At first, they were just looking for
So
him.
they
in
didn't know
general.
he even fell in the
No.
sewer. That's crazy.
How
'Cause
old
the
is he? If
last
he's
place
12,
you
he
would
probably had a
like,
cell
he's-
phone, right?
I don't
no
know.
reception.
in a
No
sewer.
reception.
No reason, dude. They're in a sewer.
Yeah.
He's like, fuck.
On some straight gun
It's
shit.
just like, dude, I would never go play at a sewer, like in a sewer.
I don't think he went to
A
go play.
12-year-old
From what you're telling
is
me,
just
you
a-
need to give me more details.
On some
dog.
LA
You gotta give me a
Goonies.
part
It's
of
in
the
LA.
story.
They found him by like the Griffith Park or some shit like that.
That's where he fell in.
Yeah, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
Dude, 12-year-olds are
Hey,
mischievous.
when did
Mischievous.
sewers get open like that? Open sewers and shit like
It was
that.
a top of a building that went underground, and he fell
get
in
into
through
that
a
mic?
hole in the top.
He just
It was on the top of a building, and he
Thank
fell
you.
through the building that continuously went 50 feet down into the fucking wash.
Oh, it was 50 feet down?
How come he didn't die?
No, he got fucked up.
Oh, he did. He did.
Did he break
Dude,
his legs or
imagine
nothing?
being
I
broken.
think he broke something. He got
Dog,
broke off.
Dude, the yell
soul
that
broke.
I would be yelling
Oh
would,
no,
would
they found
it-
his ass.
Yeah, I know. But it'd be blood curdling.
Oh yeah.
Like, dog,
Yeah.
the yell that I would yell would ruin someone.
And imagine being 12.
Imagine
Your
that's your last
imagination
noise
just
you
goes
make, too.
crazy.
Oh fuck.
You're like,
Yeah,
there's
dude, you're in the
alligators in
dark.
here. There's
Alligators.
the it monster.
No, that's the thing.
Alligators in sewer? And that, like, it's just in Florida, though, not in California. You find
I
hobos.
just
in-
I don't know, but if
Anyway,
you're
I just
12,
think-
you don't know any better. You're
And
just
I just
freaking
thought,
out.
just
Here in
they're
LA,
there.
it's Bebop and Rocksteady from
Yeah.
the Ninja Turtles. They're down there.
They're down there. That's true.
I've seen them.
I've seen
Seen it.
It's a rhino.
All right, we got to do a commercial, guys. Listen to this. And we're black.
Blast off. Black off.
Um,
So that Conor McGregor guy.
is a
Oh,
fucking
dude.
dick. I'm glad you. God
Oh,
damn it!
jeez,
what
dude.
a fucking dick! And you know what's gonna happen now?
Sun's coming in hot.
Oh God, fuck that guy right now, dude. Like I swear to God. So here's what's gonna happen. Let me just back up and give some context for the people who don't know what happened. So Tuesday, Khabib Nurmagomedov ran into Artem Lobov in the hotel. They had an altercation Tuesday
In Brooklyn.
in Brooklyn.
And not even an altercation. They kind of
was-
like got
They-
verbal.
yeah.
Yeah,
He was holding his head, right?
He was
Oh, it
holding the
was?
back of his head.
Yeah, he was holding his
the back
head.
of
He's
his
like,
head.
don't call me a coward or something like that. Some
Something.
bullshit.
Anyway, so they got into an altercation on Tuesday. Conor jumps on a plane, probably right when he heard the shit. So he was there. I heard he landed Wednesday, but with what he did happened on Thursday. The Mac Life guys, who is from Conor McGregor's documentary series that he has going on,
His,
they
like, entourage.
They have press passes, so they opened up the door so that Conor and 30 people or 20 people can get into where all of the fighters were leaving on a bus. Yes.
Who are these Mac Life people?
Yeah,
Are they
what-
just thugs?
They're-
Or are they
have-
just little
no,
yes
no,
men
I
that follow
think,
more around?
Henchmen.
No, the Mac Life people are just they just create like Conor McGregor content.
Are they independent
I
from the
see.
UFC?
Yes, and they have press passes.
Oh, okay.
So
So, the
they-
Mac Life
so-
people were not the ones causing the ruckus.
They just let them
opened
in.
opened the door.
So they let them
Gotcha.
in. So when they came in, Conor McGregor starts fucking. Everyone's wilding out. Conor McGregor just is like beating the bus and saying, "You come out, Khabib," blah blah blah, which was like. Just go in the fucking bus. Like, what the fuck? Why are you throwing shit at the bus, my guy?
Through a
Just-
dolly.
You threw a fucking. So he throws a dolly at the bus, and he breaks a window. The the glass from the window goes all over a fighter. His name is Michael Chiesa. It went all over his face, cut his face,
Fucks him up.
fucked him up. It got in the eye of the guy who was sitting close to him.
Ray Borg.
Ray Borg.
That's right. Ray Borg was supposed to
So
fight.
those were 2 fights that were canceled on UFC 223. The third fight that was canceled was the Artem
Lobov.
Lobov
The Artem
fight,
Lobov fight,
for
yeah.
his involvement in the melee. Is that a word?
Melee, yeah, that's a word.
Oh, okay, it feels right.
You used it properly.
Thank you. So let me get okay. So now that you guys know the backstory, fuck Conor McGregor. And you know what's gonna happen? You're gonna have these fucking Conor McGregor dick riders. Look, I'm a fan of Conor McGregor too, but there was fucking females on that fucking bus, my guy. You did a lot of unnecessary, fucking senseless, dumb shit for the position that you're in right now. There's fucking females on that bus. I get if you're trying to I get if you're trying to, build your name as notorious or whatever it is. Do your thing, bro. Like, for real. We're eating it up, obviously. I'm eating it up. Everything. I'm down with literally everything he's done. Even when he smacked that ref in the ring, I thought that was fucking pretty cool, dude.
Seriously?
I
Jumped into the cage.
Yeah.
and
listen.
fucking-
I wouldn't do that, but to me, he's like a caricature. So he's doing things within that character. So I'm just watching this. But
when you're assaulting other people, you've
agree,
gone
yeah. I
beyond.
agree. But
And not only that, though.
I didn't have a problem with that. Sorry, go ahead.
Not only that, though, because you're a UFC fighter, you know how hard these fucking people are working just
just
to make
fucked
weight,
it up
and you
for
just fucked it up.
everyone.
You don't.
Tired,
Yeah, they're
they're
tired.
grumpy,
They're
they're
trying to
hungry.
make weight.
Yeah.
They're fucking trained. They're tired. They're anxious because they're gonna be on a
Nervous,
card,
yeah,
nervous.
yeah.
Just
Females or no females. Sorry, Brian, I didn't mean to cut you off.
and then just the fans too. You're fucking up the card for the fans.
Yeah,
We got fucked
and
over.
dude, I don't know what he was thinking, but females or no females in the bus, he grabbed a dolly and
dolly,
threw,
dude.
like Jesse Taylor. I think it's Jesse Taylor. He's a guy that won the UFC TV show, like The Ultimate Fighter, years
that
ago.
douchebag that kicked
That
out
kicked the limo?
Yeah,
that
he was in
window?
a limo. He was drunk. Kicks out the window of the limo, crawls through out the window, and then goes into a casino. And people are like, "Hey, what the fuck are you doing?" He's like, "I'm a UFC fighter. Like, leave me
No,
alone."
you're not.
He got cut like that. Done. Gone. Bye. Your $100,000 contract. Done. UFC. Not anymore. Done. Conor McGregor comes in with a fucking mob of people.
Yeah.
Throwing dollies through bus windows, injuring fighters.
What
Throw
was
on the
worse?
car.
Okay, so what was
And he'll
worse?
be fighting Khabib in a few months.
What was
Yeah.
worse? What was worse? Okay, so
100%
we know
the
why.
McGregor.
Yeah, we know why. Obviously, he's making a whole
Yeah.
bunch of money. But so there's other examples. So where's the, and look, I know money's money and money talks. But where's the integrity? Like, where's the line that the UFC draws and says, you know what, this is our line? Remember when Paul Daly, after the bell, punched his opponent?
Yeah.
They fucking
Gone.
you're
For
done,
life.
bro.
For life. Can
If
never fight UFC
would
again.
Conor McGregor be able to get away with that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
He
so
would.
do you remember King Mo?
Yeah.
So King Mo got
still
fined
fights.
for, I know this was in the UFC, but King Mo poured Rockstar on his head in the ring. He got fined for that shit as well.
What was
because
that
of the
for? Like sponsor thing?
The sponsor thing.
No, I don't know what it was.
I didn't hear about that one.
Sorry, that was a bad example.
But either way, like Conor, as dumb as that move is, he's gonna get away with it.
Yeah.
So here's the
He's
thing.
gonna
Here's,
write
I mean,
here's
he
what I was
got
gonna
what?
say.
He got fined 50,000. Now,
No,
like,
no,
or
he
No,
got
he had
on
a
bail,
50
right?
Yeah, he's got a
On bail.
$50,000 bill.
50,000.
He's gonna
So
get sued by a
He's
few of
gonna
the
get
fighters.
sued, and
Chiesa for sure.
we'll get to
Chiesa.
that. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
But there's these Conor McGregor dick riders, and I read comments, even in our comments on our social media. People's posted like, fucking legend, bro, blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah.
the GOAT.
You fucking tool bag, bro. Like, dude, like, if you think that's cool, I don't even think after everything was said and done, I don't even think Conor McGregor thought that was that cool. Like, he probably, I mean, if he's any logical person, he's probably gonna,
Oh, fuck.
okay.
I don't know what was going on.
I really,
Dude,
fucking-
I have a theory.
Dude, think about this. Let me just say this really quick, and I'll get back to you. He flew from Ireland, and by the way, y'all need to do some shit like this for me. I need y'all to be. We're friends, right? You know, we've been friends for fucking 15 years, something like that. We're friends. I need y'all to come to another country to stick up for me if some shit goes down.
Look, man,
you need to
I
get
will-
yourself. I don't condone what Conor McGregor did, but get you a friend like that.
I will send a raven for you.
Get you a friend that'll do Conor McGregor
I will
for you.
send a
dog.
raven.
Here's my problem with that. I think that was more about him than it was about him standing up for
100%.
Yeah.
That's not a friend thing. That's
Yeah.
him being like, I want to be in the spotlight. Wait, Artem and Khabib are fighting, and it's
What
all
about
over
me?
the internet.
Dude,
yeah,
do you think that's
I
what
need
he-
to be on the internet.
Yeah.
Do you think that's what he did that?
Yeah, dude.
I feel that
That
way
guy,
as well.
the most important person in his life is himself. Maybe he's got a kid now, but like doing that is not doing anything for his kid. Really, like doing something that's gonna put you in jail.
I don't
when you have
even
all
get
that
the
money.
logic because it was like, what was the plan? Like, we're just gonna fuck up the buzz.
I think
Like,
he wants to
I
stay
wanna,
relevant.
Like, I want to hear like. I know, but let's say the official statement, what he'd say, not like the deep psychological reason on why he's doing it, but like what he put on paper, like what he said, like this was my thought process, this is why I did this, like what was the plan exactly?
Now I don't know
I
if
don't
he can
think
even
he had
say.
one.
I think he's got to keep his mouth shut until all the till whatever court proceedings
Yeah.
or whatever go through. But honestly, when I see especially now when I see Conor, I see a spoiled little child who doesn't like it when he's not the center of attention.
Yeah, definitely.
So to all the Conor McGregor dick riders, look, man,
Stop it.
where do
Enough.
you get off? Where do you get off the dick? Like,
Dick is too
where's
big,
your
apparently.
line? Where's your line at? Like, when do you think like fuck this guy?
Yeah,
bro.
how are people
Fuck
justifying
you,
these
dude.
actions?
I don't know.
Well, dude, and here's the other thing: people are fucking idiots. Like,
Yeah,
like
that-
people
that's
that,
true,
that-
yeah.
that-
No, there's
idiots.
that too.
That's
All right.
But
a big
the
part
real
of that.
question
actually-
is
that's the
That's
explanation.
actually the explanation. I got my answer.
the real question is like, when does the UFC draw the line? When do they go?
Never.
You know what, mother?
Because it's
Yeah.
Dana's little fucking
Well,
prize
not-
boy,
not
He's
dude.
the
only
only
that-
one
so
left.
Dana White,
Everybody's
you
gone.
know the
He's the
check
only
this out. If
superstar.
that was anybody else,
No, Dana White would've been.
motherfucker. If this was Tyrone Woodley, if Tyrone
Dude,
Woodley did this
would've
shit,
been anybody.
It would. If it would have been Tyrone Woodley, he would have been kicked out of the UFC.
This is my.
Here's
Right?
how
Hey,
crazy.
hold on. Am I crazy for saying that?
No, not at all.
Not
If
at
it
all.
was Tyrone Woodley,
If it
he
would have
would-
been anyone else,
But it was Conor McGregor.
So
And
it's
then-
fine.
So Dana White's like, I'm very disappointed.
dude,
in him right
I think
Dana White says
Yeah.
that, right? But then in the post-fight interview on the post-fight show, they interview Megan Libby, your secret lover.
Secret.
She interviews Dana White, and she asks Dana White, like, so how do you feel about Ally Quinta stepping in and in less than a 2-day notice and doing that? And Dana White's response is, you know what? That's how a real fighter is. They'll fight anyone, anytime. There's only 3 guys in the UFC that would do that besides Ally Quinta. And he goes, Max Holloway and Conor McGregor.
Oh, jeez.
They're the only guys that have that ability to fight at any time. Like, really? Right after you just said that's the most disgusting behavior anyone's ever done, he gets right back on the dick.
Let me tell you this.
Right on the McGregor.
you know
dick.
what?
let me
Right
tell you
after
this.
that comment, it should have been
Okay.
that meme where that guy's like, "What?" with the question mark.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Jeez.
So Conor McGregor, he can really do anything he wants to.
Yeah,
But
he
you know,
can.
when anybody thinks about so Conor McGregor was actually like on the news everywhere. And you know what's associated with Conor McGregor whenever he does something like that, and whose name gets blasted? The UFC. So now
Yeah.
the UFC is being spoken about on mainstream media. Because of Conor McGregor, UFC star Conor McGregor, UFC star Conor McGregor. So like it's getting so Dana White is like,
No,
okay,
dude,
real WWE up
dog,
here.
it's like dog.
I
right?
think Connor called Dana and was like, "Hey, some shit
Some
went
people
down.
said it
It's
was
gonna give
fixed.
me an excuse to go over there." And he's like, "All right, do your thing." He shows up, goes off the fucking reservation, and Dana's like, "I
like,
told
"You
you
OD,
to keep
bro."
it under 3, guy. You fucking took it to a 10. Now I have to deal with this shit." But hey, good job, man.
Good shit.
but
good
I love
shit.
you,
Hey,
man.
I
did
love
see-
you.
Did you
Hey,
see
you're coming for dinner still, right?
Did you see us on TMZ?
Yeah,
Oh, we
yeah.
were on TMZ.
Yeah, on TMZ?
All right, I'll call you later. I'll call you later.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So you know that shit went down like that, but I don't know. I'm just talking out of my ass on that aspect. But it is a totally. I understand.
If you've got
Like,
money,
you know what I'm
can get
saying?
away
I
with
understand.
anything.
Like some things, where's the integrity? Okay, like I'm gonna say, where's the integrity? I'll say that until everything. But like when you see those dollar signs, you're like, fuck,
everything
integrity.
washes-
Like,
yeah, everything
and that's
washes.
where the real line is. The
That's
line
what-
is drawn
the
when
line
they
is drawn
lose
with money.
money. Yeah.
Yeah.
If he
How
does
much
that
money
and
do
they
we lose?
gain money, they
Yeah.
gain notoriety, more people are watching, then Dana's like, God damn you.
And also-
but if they lose money,
Yeah.
that's when they're gonna be like, all right, Connor.
Yeah,
And
you're
also,
fucking
people
up.
pretty already
Yeah.
bought those
As soon
tickets
as they-
anyways.
yeah.
So
as
they're
soon
like,
as they
oh, fuck
lose
it.
money, like they're making money, they're like, all right, keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
Keep doing what you're... As soon as they lose money, they're like, what
That's-
the fuck? This is
yeah.
unethical. How can you do this, Connor?
That's when he'll see
You're
some
out.
consequences.
Yeah,
He's not
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
see consequences until they see consequences.
Yeah, so
Financial.
I don't think they're ever going to see any like financial consequences. Conor McGregor is good. I think he's going to stay very relevant because he is. I mean, the name is very fitting. Notorious Conor McGregor, and now
Yeah,
he's
he's-
at
Yeah,
the
he just
point
needs
that,
to fight. now.
Yeah, he just needs to hurry up and fight. Okay, so
But I love Khabib's,
You know, how
Khabib's
awesome-
like
Okay,
answer
so-
to that.
so,
Where he's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
you're,
Yeah.
you're a gangster, you fight bus?
you fight
Yeah,
bus.
you
He's
fight
like,
bus.
he's like, this is not even
Come
my
inside bus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is not even my bus. Come inside bus. He said such small words with his limited English, but it was
Driven
Just-
home.
it was
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
perfect. He's
Yeah.
like, you fight bus?
Yeah. You're a gangster?
You're a
gangster.
gangster and you don't come on the
You
bus.
go
Hey,
against robots?
there was no
Come
one
find me.
stopping from Conor McGregor from getting on that bus.
Ah, dude, he
Why
smashed the
didn't
window out,
He
crawled through
smashed
the window
I
crazy.
mean,
That's what
fuck, dude. How dope would that would have been? Smash the
like,
window.
yeah.
But,
Get me in here.
Hey,
Get in
if
there.
he would have done that shit, then I'd forgive everything.
It would
Yeah.
still be
Because
funny
that
because
would be the-
Khabib wouldn't be on the bus.
He's like, where the fuck are
He's
you?
like, oh, fuck, the wrong bus.
He's like, oh,
Shit. Hey,
fuck.
sorry guys,
Boost.
sorry. Hey, sorry about your face, man.
Hey, I'm really sorry about your
Jeez.
face.
Yeah.
So
Here,
let's get
here's,
to
how much?
Yeah, how about
So let's get
1.5
to that.
mil? Here you
Here,
go.
let's get
Write
to
the
that.
check.
Not 1.5 mil. 100,000. So if Conor McGregor was smart, which with this exception, I mean, we're just going based on
Well,
finances.
he's very
and
calculated.
very
my
calculated,
friend.
and this was a calculated move just as well.
I think he lost his
OD'd.
calculator
He
this
just
time.
OD'd. I think he did this for a reason because Wes touched on it, and he just OD'd.
Yeah.
Wes was like what he said, like, well,
It's
you know,
bitch made, bro. No matter what way you look at it.
yeah, it's totally bitch made. But I think Conor McGregor should have, if he didn't, go up and say like, have his goons or whoever the fuck's like, how much were you supposed to make this fight? I was supposed to make $100,000. All right, we can go to court, or I can give you $100,000 right now, and just fuck
That'd be pretty
everything.
boss.
That'd be
just
pretty, he has the money.
Well, that's
cutting
what's
checks.
going to
Smart,
happen
I would
now.
have done
Like,
that.
Yeah, but those
I know,
fighters are
but
gonna
now-
want more
now-
money.
Michael
peep
Chiesa
this.
is
Now
gonna be
these-
bored.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
now these fighters, you know, ring, ring, ring. Hey, this is the law offices of Larry H. Parker. Fuck, look at your face, bro.
Yeah.
We can help you.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
did he offer you this? We can get you this.
Let's get those
You know,
medical
they're
bills.
gonna sue the UFC. They're gonna sue Conor McGregor. Now, how long before they see that money? Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Because Conor McGregor has enough money to fucking take this for quite some time.
It's gonna be kept under the rug though. Dana White is
They're gonna come to a settlement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
It's gonna be
settlement
all
is going to
written
be
under the table.
Yeah,
the
for
settlement
sure.
will be over $100,000, and if they wanted to, there's more than 3 people that were affected by this, and I hope I'm right about this, but more than 3 people is considered you can file a class action lawsuit. Is that right?
I think you need more.
That-
No,
that's a
no,
question
no,
really?
no,
I don't
no.
know.
This is Vince. This is from Vince's mouth. I
Oh,
don't
really?
remember if it was 2 or 3 though. He's like, oh, it doesn't take long because this is what he works on. He does class action lawsuits against banks.
Oh,
When
okay.
banks were doing, like, when they were, long story, banks were doing shit, he's trying to get a class action lawsuit. Like, how are you going to get all those people? He's like, I only need 2.
Oh.
God damn, I'll be one.
Well, everyone's gotten those letters. Like you get a letter. You used to work
Wes
here
got
from.
money.
Dude, I got like $4,500
What?
from a job I had like 10 years
That's
prior.
right at Rainforest, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just got a letter in the mail. It said, hey, we calculated that you worked from this time to this time, and you guys weren't
How
getting
did they
paid for your
find?
breaks.
They just sent you a
They
letter?
just
I don't know
find
how
you,
they,
dude.
like I think they just pulled up records for all the employees.
Yeah.
And so they said, hey, like, do you agree you worked here from these times? I just said yes and like sent it back. And a few weeks later, I got a check for $4,500.
Damn, that's fast.
Yeah, just boom.
Fuck.
Hey, dude, money coming in the mail is all, like,
amazing.
unexpected
It's
money is
great.
amazing.
It's amazing.
That's
So
great.
my wife's grandma passed away a little bit ago, and then we got something in the mail for like something for a will. And she's like, you got this, you got whatever coming to you.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't know how much it is, but she's like, you got this money coming to you. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. And you know, it's a touchy subject because you don't want to
Sure.
go and
Yeah.
say like, well,
Be
how
like-
much is it? Like, fuck you, bro. Like,
Yeah, just wait
you
for
know,
it.
like
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
So it's
Don't
like,
be
yeah,
insensitive.
yeah. So it's just one of those things you just gotta wait in the mail for it to come in the mail. But what's mine is yours.
I don't know anybody that
signed a
that has a
contract.
will.
You signed
Contract.
I don't know anybody, so that probably will never happen to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah. No one in my family has money. That's white people.
Yeah,
shit.
that's yeah.
Dude, I remember my grandfather telling
Hey, are you
me,
gonna put us in your will?
I remember my
Yeah,
grandfather
yeah,
telling
yeah.
me one day because he was retired, but he was sick.
Is
And
that the grandpa that got you that car?
Yeah, same one. Yeah. Like he was sick and he had a lot of hospital bills and my grandma was sick and he told me, he was like, I'm spending your inheritance money right now. And I'm like, I didn't even know I had inheritance
They're like,
money.
hey,
I don't give a fuck,
me
Grandpa.
inheritance?
Yeah.
He's like,
how about you just be healthy?
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, give me your golf club. So
Yeah,
whatever.
golf clubs.
Strange.
Okay, so getting back into the fight. So that's my 2 cents about the Conor McGregor thing. If you guys want to add to that, go ahead and add to that.
I
you
feel like
fucked
we
up.
all added
Yeah.
to that.
I think we really,
I think
really
we
got
We
into
all
it.
went
threw
really
in our
hard on
2 cents to $6.
What a
Whatever.
fucking
Fucking
But
shit
what a
show.
just a debacle.
So now none of these
Hard to
guys
begin
get.
with.
So they still get paid their show money, and then they're like, "What about the win money?" And then Dana White was like, "We're not that rich." Yeah, you are.
Yeah, you are, dude. Yeah, you are.
You can
Come
afford to
on.
pay them the fucking win money. Now, peep this. What Vince, our attorney, was saying is that they can sue the UFC for not having
Enough money.
enough security.
Oh.
How the fuck do you get somebody back there? Y'all got locked gates. You guys need to ensure that this card stays cracking. Where the fuck was the security? One door?
You
One
know
guy?
what?
Yeah.
Like that's one of those situations where it's like in the aftermath, you go, where the fuck was all the security? And
Typically,
then they
you're
go,
never gonna worry about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like we've had the same security for the last
Yeah.
15 to
Nothing
20
was like
years,
this.
Never gonna,
and no,
but until something
Happens,
happens,
right,
you
right.
don't really need
Yeah.
it.
It's called-
Barclays Center security.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Maybe a
they're
little
contracted
bullshit
by
still.
UFC. I mean,
Yeah.
they're
How
holding
can-
the
yeah,
event
you
there.
can't foresee a mob of idiots running in and attacking a bus when that's just never.
Okay, so devil's
I mean, what do you
advocate.
have? Like,
So
what do you
devil's
have?
advocate.
Do you have 10?
Well, they
Devil's
should have
advocate.
something like
Security
that.
guards?
Because what about
Okay,
crazy fans?
Thank you.
What about crazy fans?
What about Jay-Z? What Jay-Z performing at the Barclays Center? There's no security for Jay-Z.
Jay-Z's part owner of the Barclays Center.
Yeah, beside the
Oh,
We're
suing
JC.
Jay-Z.
Oh shit, JC might
Okay,
get
so like
letter.
let's say fucking I don't know, David Letterman. I gotta watch that interview, by the way.
I can't wait for
Did
that.
when's it come out?
He has a series on Netflix.
When it's already out? The
No,
Jay-Z and
they-
David Letterman?
No.
I gotta
I'm
see
waiting
that.
for that.
That looks
dude.
really good. But let's say David Letterman comes into the Barclays Center and some crazed fan just like pops out of the fucking back door and it's just David Letterman and maybe like his wife. He's like, what the fuck?
Dude, unfortunately,
the
that's
security?
happened.
I mean,
That's
that happened in Vegas.
Well, where?
Well, no, I'm just saying like stars in general. There
Yeah,
are
they
people
get- yeah.
that just get gunned down by a crazed fan.
John
because you
Lennon.
can't- John Lennon.
Well, he was-
dude.
yeah,
I mean, there was
he
a
was in the
guitarist
middle,
for this band,
yeah.
Pantera. He just got shot right there at the
Dimebag
place.
Darrell on stage.
Dimebag, yeah. Oh,
Abe
he was on
Lincoln.
stage when he got
On
shot.
stage.
Abraham Lincoln.
Ed Lincoln.
Abraham. They
He
should
was
have
at a
known.
fucking
He
theater.
was just
way
trying
back.
to
He was a
enjoy theater.
president.
Where was
Yeah.
the security when Abe Lincoln got shot? R.I.P. Abe.
Unfortunately, they may have to start having more security now. I mean, it's catastrophe
Look,
legislation.
there's no other thing. There's nothing else that they can do but
They
present more
probably got
security.
confused too, going like, "Oh shit, it's UFC night. Here's Conor McGregor and his entourage."
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
too.
Yeah,
Like you
okay.
can't.
Yeah, because
you can't-
it's
like,
Conor
it's fucking
McGregor.
Conor
He's just
McGregor.
here for UFC.
Okay, and then you know what was
he's gonna get VIP
you know what was
treatment
douchey?
no matter where
You
he
know,
goes.
true that. So you know what was douchey when Conor McGregor he comes in? It looked like a scene at a West Side Story when he was leaving. Like, woo! Yeah!
Just
no,
like
when he was
Little
leaving.
straight back run thing.
When he was leaving, he's like, woohoo! Yeah! And I was like, this shit feels very West Side. Like they
Yeah.
just like he was stoked. Okay, when I was a kid, I got into a fight. We
fuck
beat the
runs
guy.
like that, first
I know.
off?
We beat this guy up, and we were stoked about it. We drove around like, yeah, fuck yeah, bro, we're the shit. I was motherfucking 15 years old, dog. My guy, you are a professional
grown-ass
fighter.
man. Yeah, you're a
You are
grown-ass man.
grown-ass fucking
Yeah.
man
Yeah.
with children, guy. And they rolled out of that like they were like some West Side Story hooligans.
Just like fucking
Can you
jazz
like?
fucking fingers. They're just like, yeah.
They're so goofy. Think about those other guys.
They should've
They
fought
don't
with
know
dance.
what they're doing. They are like the ultimate Connor dick riders. They get to know Connor and hang out with
Yeah,
him.
they're like-
Whatever he says,
They're just following him.
What do you want us to do?
Artem Lobov. Someone took a video of the reflection off of the bus, and Artem Lobov is just sitting there. And this is what Conor McGregor has the dolly in the air. His face is kind of cringed, like he's throwing it. And Artem Lobov is just in the background, like. And then someone put the comment that said, "And that's when Artem found out he fucked
He
up."
fucked up, yeah.
Because Artem's like
And
sitting
that
there.
is true
he's
statement.
he's in the background. He's just
Just
sitting
like
there.
one of these drop downs, like
Dog, he's just sitting
He's
there
just like,
completely
oh,
blank faced,
shit.
just staring like,
Like,
Oh,
what happened?
Hey, and shout
I didn't
outs-
know. I thought we were just gonna roll. Hey, hold on, Adam Loboff. What the fuck did you think was gonna happen?
Oh, dude, he
Now
doesn't
that I'm
think.
thinking-
He
yeah.
just says, "Okay,
Okay, Connor.
Okay,
yeah.
Connor, yeah.
Okay, yes, sir.
So he's
no,
like,
sir.
peep game. Conor McGregor. So Artem Lobov is gonna get fucking caked up. UFC didn't pay him.
For sure.
No.
Conor McGregor fucked up. Conor McGregor was causing trouble in a hotel room after release on bail. Report says, yeah, that's totally believable.
Fucking guy.
I don't. That shit don't bother. Whatever the fuck you want to do, even if you want to get crazy, live that rock star life, do your thing, my guy. But when you involve starting to fuck up people who have nothing to do with your shit,
Right.
I mean,
I agree.
I'm about to listen, I'm about to go off the line here. I'm about to OD, but that's terrorism.
He could probably get
yeah.
charged with some terrorist acts.
It's
called
a
domestic terrorism.
Well,
that's
yeah.
terrorist. That
He's a
motherfucker
foreigner.
ain't domestic.
He is
not
a foreigner.
he's
That's
not American.
racist, but okay. Well, I'll speak for all foreigners here because we all very well know that
He ain't got no green card.
Look, I will be the ambassador
yeah,
for
we
Conor
don't wanna
McGregor.
bring
Conor McGregor, call me up. I will fight for you. Larry H. Parker is non-pending.
Motherfucker's 29 doing shit like that.
Yeah, he's dumb fuck. But
Grown ass.
What about these cards, though?
okay, so
Grown
let's
ass.
get,
What about
let's
these
get
fights?
cards. Can we just have a round of applause for our baby girl?
Oh,
Ashley.
Ashley.
Evan
Ashley.
Smith.
It's great.
Zol just did a pretty sweet Mighty Mouse.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
He did, like-
Zol, do you
Oh.
know? Did you see that? Did you do that on purpose? Have you
yeah.
ever seen Mighty Mouse do that before?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
for our
that's
YouTube listeners, you'll get it.
You'll see. You'll
Yeah,
see.
For our podcast listeners, sorry.
You guys should really get on that YouTube, by
Yeah.
the way. Subscribe.
Hey, listen however you listen.
Yeah. Get on that YouTube.
What's that? We gotta do. Let's just. All right, fuck it. So we gotta do a commercial. We'll do a commercial. We'll talk about UFC 223 after this, bitch. Silva's Zol told us that is the best. That is the #1 song in Brazil right now.
Sounds like a
I
Oompa
just-
Loompa
I-
I was
song.
sweating last night.
Sounds
I
like
was just trying to look for, because we were doing the promo for Silva's, and I was like, we just whatever song we can use, just get a Brazilian song.
find the
I
most
thought it was
Brazilian.
offensive.
Yeah,
song.
it sounds very offensive, actually.
UFC 223. Can I get some echoes?
The card
Hold on,
that was
cursed.
cursed.
UFC 223.
Curse.
Dog. Ashley. So Ashley looked fucking great.
Yeah, she did.
She looked fucking great, dude.
Yeah.
was
She'll
just a combo
be on
machine.
right after the fight. She texts us. She's like, "I'll see you guys next Sunday."
Yay.
So Ashley will be on next Sunday. But she looked fucking. She looked great. Here's where I don't want to be. I don't know. I don't mean any disrespect by saying this, but like, is Beck Rawlings just not really that good, or is Ashley just really that good? Because she looked like she was kind of just putting on a.
Beck Rollins looked like a punching bag.
Yeah, she was just
Yeah,
like, she was
I'm
getting
like, God damn, bitch,
keep
move
hitting
the
me.
way. I'm sorry.
I
don't
guess
mean
I'll
bitch.
just
don't send me no emails about this. Send it West. I mean, like, damn, lady, like
she was
what the
getting
fuck?
beat up, dude.
She try getting out the way. Hey,
Yeah.
hey, try getting out the way. Ashley didn't kick you. She kicked her in the. I like that question mark kick she did. Wow.
Dude, I feel
Ashley
like
was
she
just like,
didn't stop though.
You want
Like, Ashley
fries
just
with that?
Didn't stop.
Combos.
Yeah,
So I'll give you fries,
boom, boom,
sodas,
boom.
onion rings, everything.
I feel like she didn't even have a chance to like get anything off. Like Ashley was just like
Ashley threw a shitload
so
of fucking.
many
Yeah,
combos.
so many
she's
combos.
fucking
at
It was
her.
like
those uppercuts.
Dirty.
that was good. It was a good fight. I was very proud. Very proud. I was just
So
like,
excited.
Yeah.
So excited.
I was super
happy.
stoked. I was watching the fights with Espejo and my wife and kids, and I was like, man, I felt like proud.
Yeah.
I was like-
Yeah, dude. I was
like,
talking
man,
to my
this is
coworker. I was
fucking
like,
dope
dude,
as
Ashley's
shit.
gonna fight on fucking
I had
Saturday.
people. I had people text messaging me that were like, "Hey man, Ashley won, brother. Congratulations." I didn't fucking do
yeah,
anything.
you didn't do anything.
dude, I
Dude,
walked
but-
in like right as that fight started into the bar, like right as that fight started. I'm like, oh shit, here she is.
Oh, my
and there was
God.
at least 2 or 3 people working there
Yeah.
that partied with her one day. Like it was right after her and Alima were on the show. And she was going to go to Cabo. It was really quiet that night. And one of the girls working there was like, dude, I can hook her up at Sharky's and HB, VIP lounge, like free bottle service, whatever. So I'm like, well, hell yeah, do that. So she headed out there and met up with like 2 or 3 of the people from Cabo. And they happened to be working that day too. So it's really rad. Like there was just like a
that's
whole
cool.
Ashley fan club watching the fight.
sick.
It was really sick.
So I don't think we mentioned how fucking freakishly weird it is that this fucking Khabib versus Tony Ferguson fight just can't happen.
Dude.
Why can't this fight happen? Is it cursed? Should they make the fight? Should they try again? Should they put them in bubble wrap and keep them in a fucking room?
Dude, he
where they
tripped.
just don't move. The motherfucker tripped.
Saying hi to someone. Saying hi to someone, dude.
What ass shit is that?
Here's the funniest thing.
I didn't even think it was true.
He's at a UFC event, just doing his obligations. He's walking away, sees somebody he recognizes, turns around, trips over some cables on the ground, and tears his fucking knee.
He said he heard a pop.
Dude, Dana White's comment to that is, that's what he gets for walking around with sunglasses on indoors. Because his weird ass has always got sunglasses on.
You're right. You don't see.
Hey, you know what? You don't see. Yeah, you don't see it like courts.
That was the funniest comment. Yeah.
So
Like,
I think they should try one more time.
Really?
Yeah.
I want to see this
so
fight
too.
happen.
I think they should try one more time.
You guys, look, Dana White can say he's not going to try to let the fight happen at all.
He's gonna.
But look, at the end of the day, you can't. I'm sorry, but even this even rings true to the Tyrone Woodley versus Wonderboy thing. I know no one would like to see that fight again, but when something has to happen, it has to happen. That fight, if Wonderboy beats Darren Till, he needs to fucking fight Tyrone Woodley again.
Yeah. That was an
And
eventful,
Tyrone Woodley
though.
beats whoever he wins, of course. They got to fight again, and that fight is horrible to watch.
That was
With that same thing, Tony Ferguson, if he continues, I think his next fight, Khabib's next fight, needs to be either Conor or Tony.
It's gonna be Tony.
And Khabib wanted to here's Khabib's argument with that. Khabib said afterwards, when I didn't make weight, when we were supposed to fight the last time, and I didn't make weight, and the fight was canceled, I didn't get an immediate rematch with you. I had to fight Edson Barboza, who was a tough fight, but I walked through him. And so he's telling Tony now, screw you, Tony. You didn't, you pulled out of this one. You need to fight somebody.
Because the two different. There's two different cases. He didn't make weight. That's his own goddamn fault. This guy tripped. He did everything right, but he tripped.
You know what? That's some bitch shit. I've heard I don't want to take anything away, of course, from Khabib. He's a hell of a guy. Didn't impress me last night.
Al Quinta actually stayed up. Dude, put up a fight.
Put up a fight. I mean, it wasn't like.
No, it wasn't. I mean, they're still one-sided, but it still put up a fight.
But I just thought Khabib was gonna be. I guess he mauled him. Maybe I'm not.
No. I expected that to be like 1-2 round.
What we're talking about is that for the first 1 or 2 rounds, Khabib did what everybody expected him to do. Take down Al Quinta and then try and ground and pound him. Al is a tough motherfucker, and he kept getting back up over and over again. So around the 3rd or 4th round, Khabib said, you know what, fuck it. You want to stand and bang? Let's stand and bang for a while. I was like, ooh, what do we have here? Khabib is going to strike with homeboy.
Well, I know what you're going to say. And I don't agree with people that are like, his boxing is trash. It's not trash.
He's 26-0 and he has the belt.
Yeah, it's not trash. Everyone always says like,
he didn't get there.
No, look, man.
It's because people just focus on his ground game.
If you look at fucking Dustin Poirier's face was busted up in his nose. That jab was fucking. It was hitting. It was just popping. But Al Quinta, I'm talking about Khabib's jab was just. No combos,
right?
But just
boom. And he was landing it.
It
was cool to see Khabib stand for a little bit.
He was standing
and I think
on
that he was confident.
He was standing on the Edgar Barboza.
Yeah,
fight.
Dude, he walked right.
He threw him around.
Ragdolled him. He didn't ragdoll him, but think about this. That was number, and I hate that we have the rankings, and I know everyone hates the rankings, but that was number 11.
Yeah, totally. I think he was very confident.
So here's my problem with this whole fucking thing.
I don't think he would do that with Conor, and probably not with.
No.
Here's my problem with this whole thing. Okay, so the current champion was in that division that holds it unequivocally is Conor McGregor. Did I say that word right?
Yeah, you did.
Okay. Is Conor McGregor. He has not defended his belt. So they gave an interim belt to Tony Ferguson for obviously winning it against whoever he won it against.
Motown Phenom.
Kevin Lee.
Yep.
So he got the interim belt. Now, they took the belt away from Conor McGregor. All this belt thing sounds so silly.
Yeah.
So they took the belt away from Conor McGregor and gives it to the winner of Dustin Poirier versus.
Ali Quinta?
I'm sorry. Ali Quinta versus. Why did I keep saying Dustin Poirier?
I don't know. I thought you were talking about Sono's
I'm
fight.
so
but, like,
sorry.
yeah.
I'm sorry if I confuse anyone. I've been talking about Ali Quinta this whole time. I don't know why I said that. Hey, you white, you Ben Affleck. Sorry. But Ali Quinta, that just threw me off. I threw off my whole fucking thought process. Zol, get me back on.
They basically took Connor's belt and said, whoever wins this fight gets
Connor's belt. And it's like, okay, so you're gonna whoever wins this fight, number 11. How much sense does that make?
Yeah.
Number 11 gets the belt after beating number.
Well, here's the tricky thing about that. You cannot, like, for a title fight, so it's a 155-pound title fight, right? So you can be a pound over if you're not fighting for the title. But if you're fighting for the title, you have to be 155 pounds.
He was
Ally
0.2.
155.2.
And that's why he didn't get the
you
belt.
Wouldn't technically get the belt.
But
it's still silly.
In Brooklyn.
just
Dana was saying he doesn't get the belt in Brooklyn.
Right.
He said we would give him.
What he said was, we'll work something out of
Yeah.
He
wins.
what he was
said.
Well, they weren't even worried about it.
No, what he
We'll
was
work
saying.
something
Yeah,
out.
of course.
I don't think they were worried about it. They're
No, they
like,
weren't.
you're not gonna win, so
Yeah.
just get in there.
They threw him in there.
Yeah,
like that
dude, they
little,
already knew,
like that
dude,
little
come
goat
on.
against the fucking raptor.
Let's all be
But the
realistic
goat
here. They
fucking
were like,
held his own.
oh yeah.
So with that said, I hope that the next person that Khabib fights is either Max. Because gosh, man, I want to see that fight.
Dude, Max was 160. He was 160 when he got pulled. I didn't know he was that big. He was 160 pounds.
I thought he.
A week before he was 160.
Like right before he got pulled.
I want to see X-rays.
Yeah, right.
I want to see
Hey,
X-rays.
why would he take it just on the off?
Hey, I want to see X-rays.
Why would he take that fight knowing his own weight?
Do you know what I'm
Like
getting at?
on the off chance that
On Max's knee.
Like if it was,
if it
it's
was
his
really
foot.
was.
It was his foot, like
It
an
was his
ankle.
foot?
Yeah, I had a broken ankle.
Is there an
He-
X-ray?
I don't know, man.
I want to see X-rays.
Yeah, but I doubt.
I'm not
I doubt
accusing him
he
of
pulled
anything.
it.
Of anything. Yes, I am. But I'm saying maybe this motherfucker's like, oh fuck, I'm not gonna make weight. Oopsie.
Oh, my
I
ankle.
fucking
Yeah.
broke my
Wearing
shit.
glasses
Yeah.
inside. I know I should stop.
You mean
Whoa, you're talking about
Ferguson?
Tony?
You think about Tony?
Tony. What the fuck? Who was I just
I'm
saying?
Max. You're talking
I
about
mean
Max
Tony.
Holloway.
I mean Tony. I'm so sorry. Tony goes and hurts himself. And
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Oh, he's no. He was talking about Max Holloway.
Yeah, because you said Max, so I thought we were talking about Max.
Okay.
He's Max. Max was at
Zol,
160.
Let me hit this pen.
Dude, that is so delicious.
I've been getting confused about these fighters because so many people's gotten in and out of that fucking seat during this week.
Here's the sequence of events that happened.
It was going to
Khabib and Tony.
Tony.
Tony got injured in a silliest injury ever, but it happened.
So
Whatever.
then Max.
So
Then
then they
Max
pull in
Holloway.
the 145-pound champion, Max Holloway. Max Holloway was still kind of nursing an injury from before, and then a few days before the fight happens, the doctors, or this is what the press release said, his foot wasn't totally healed and he wasn't able to fight. So then they asked Anthony Pettis, who was a former champion. Anthony Pettis asked for $1 million.
Dude, get the fuck out of here, man!
That's
Get
exactly
out of
what the
here.
UFC
They're
said.
like,
Get
what?
the fuck out of here.
They're like, wait.
Yeah.
I think my phone is broken. Hold on. How much?
You've
Oh
lost.
yeah, get the fuck out of here.
So then they asked Paul
Hold on.
Felder.
Let me just go on Anthony. You've lost 5 out of the last 7 fights that you've
Dude,
lost.
I know,
come on.
dude. What were you thinking? He either went too high on purpose, which I don't
Oh,
think. I mean,
you're
it's a
saying on
theory.
that like that.
okay.
I'm throwing it out there. I'm not saying I believe
Those are fighting words. You
Okay.
can win probably. It's okay.
Yeah, and so he was holding out for the money. They went over him, asked Paul Felder. Paul Felder agreed. The New York State Athletic Commission said he's
fit.
not even ranked in the top.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
where
that's right.
the
That's
ranking
where it was.
bites you in the ass.
Yeah.
So the reason that they do the rankings in MMA, or excuse me, in the UFC right now, is because they struck that deal with Fox, and Fox wanted that like a ranking system.
Right.
If you remember, and I got to shout out Ariel Hawani because that's how I got this information. But if you remember, back in the day, there wasn't a ranking system before Fox. It was just like this and this would be a fucking dope ass fight.
You know
Y'all
what?
fight.
You're right, dude.
There was. I'm not right. Ariel
Okay,
Hawani was
Ariel's white. Yeah, Ariel's
I got it.
Ariel's white.
So Ariel Helwani,
I never thought about that. The rankings just popped up one day.
So now the rankings is the one that fucking ruined Paul. And who gives a fuck? I wouldn't have wanted to see Paul Felder fight Khabib. Who the fuck is Paul Felder?
The ranking actually does serve some sort of purpose, though.
He's up. He's coming up. He also does like color commentation and stuff.
Okay,
it also hurts, but on this case, he's
not in the top
15, dude.
Yeah.
So
like he's not even.
Okay, I get that, but that's where the UFC is like, oh fuck that.
Looking at now, hindsight, this is a better fight.
This was a better fight.
If Paul Felder would have gone in there, it would have not gone this way.
Here's what's weird though too, because then finally they went with Ali Quinta. He's ranked number 11, which is still pretty low to be fighting for a belt. But the dude who I would have actually really liked to see, almost more than Max Holloway, would be Brian Ortega. And Brian Ortega set something up that said, hey, just for the record, they asked me too, but Max Holloway agreed. So when he got pulled out, why didn't they go back to Brian Ortega?
I never thought about that.
Brian Ortega would have been fucking awesome.
Yeah, that would have been sick, because Brian Ortega will fucking grab your neck.
Yeah, he's a big one. He's a big 140.
But he's a guy, okay, cool, we can go to the ground too, you can go to the ground, but I am a submission artist. Some people,
master.
You know what? Some people are just like, I submit people. Like it's like me saying like, oh, I can do stencil.
Yeah, you can draw.
I draw a little bit. He's an artist when it comes to the submission game.
I was very confused about that because he threw it
Yeah,
out
I
there.
heard about that too. Yeah, I heard about Brian Ortega saying that.
Yeah,
dude, he blasted it. He's like, hey, they
put it
asked
on
me.
his
I was
Instagram.
game.
Yeah, he did. He was there too.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Sometimes if you're not in like the testing pool, or if you haven't, like if he hasn't been tested recently,
I think he's all good
He's
to
always
go.
ready.
I think he's all good to go.
Yeah, he just
I
fought a
know,
couple
but
weeks
sometimes
ago,
they
right?
do some of that, like they say medically suspended for a certain amount of time.
Yeah, maybe.
Hey, how much do you
But
think?
it's weird.
This just popped in my head. Sorry, I'll get
I was
back on
thinking,
it.
dude,
How much
I
do you
was
think
hoping-
Ashley made?
I don't know. I was hoping I'd see that.
Right?
I was going over it with my wife. I was like, if I was to guess.
Okay.
Okay, let me give you mine.
Okay.
And then when Ashley comes here, we'll ask her.
Okay.
She'll see. I mean, we're gonna find out.
Well, it'll be
it'll be
up by tomorrow. It's Sunday. Fuck off. I think I would say 20 and 20.
20 and 20?
20 and 20?
I was going to go a little lower. I was thinking somewhere between 10 and 15.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
Because she hasn't fought in a minute, dude.
And also, she kind of benefited from all this Conor thing. That's the only like.
I wonder if she got raised up for being, because she started
did.
off in Fight Pass.
Well, that's what she said.
And then went up
Wait,
to
she said, no, she totally
She
did.
told
There
us
was
that.
no Fight Pass card.
There was
they had
Dude,
a
Conor
scratch.
McGregor eliminated the whole Fight Pass card.
Jeez.
And really quick, just to go on that Conor McGregor tip, the fights that did get canceled, the only one I fucking cared about was the Michael Chiesa and the fucking...
Yeah, that would have been
that would have been a dope
that would have been cool.
Ray Borg got some glass in his eye and said he couldn't fight him. Like,
Nah, Ray Borg was like, I'm going to hold out for that Conor check.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, I think Ray Borg was like, what's going on? There's glass in my... I can't see.
I have to go back to my shack.
Ray
I'm
Borg
just gonna
posted a picture of his eye, and it just looked like him doing this.
Oh, it's just nothing
I'm
in
like,
there.
what am I looking at? That looks like the red part under your eye if you pull your eyeball
It's red
down.
because there was
Well,
glass in there.
it's always red.
That was questionable,
right?
but I
What color is it?
I don't hate on
Whatever,
his
yeah,
decision, dude.
whatever.
He was like, okay, I
Hey,
can
you
get
know what?
this
He saw
$50,000
opportunity.
pick.
He's gonna capitalize on that
dude.
shit.
I don't hate on that. Like, fuck Conor for everything he did on there, and anybody that is able to just siphon any kind of money out of that dude for that, do it, dude. Do it.
Fuck it.
What a
Fuck
dick.
it.
Yeah, he fucked everything.
That was a dick move.
But I'd go Ashley 15 and 15.
Even if it was something petty, like that old man who was like, I feared for my life. Shut your old ass up.
Yeah.
You fucking feared for your life. Shut your old
Yeah.
ass. Probably, you know what? Maybe it was his life.
Maybe.
You know what? Maybe
Yeah.
he's like, I'm fucking fragile and shit.
I think as soon as everybody realized that was Conor McGregor, there was just dollar
they're like,
signs
wait, who
popping
is that?
up everywhere.
And then the guy comes off. He's like, dude, someone needs to punch me in my face before I get off this bus right now.
Somebody-
I need to look fucking...
Ray Borg is looking
I
for
need
a
to
little
look
piece of glass
fucking-
to drop in his eye.
Ray Borg's
Yeah.
picking up glasses, fucking glass off a fucking.
He's taking glass off the
Chiesa.
ground.
Yeah, he's making Michael Chiesa. So he's just like picking glass off his face. He's like, let me just put that in here.
Yeah, dude, straight up.
What about this Rose fight though?
She just sealed the deal.
Dog, if there
Rose,
is any... Oh, go ahead. You
yes.
know what? High five on that.
Yeah.
We were going to fucking say the same thing. If there's any doubt that fucking Rose was a fluke,
There is
And
no more.
there is
No more, dude.
doubt.
No more.
Dude,
There is
she
no
is
more
a
doubt.
badass.
She's a badass.
Yeah, for
Dog,
sure.
Rose was getting in there. If you saw Joanna's face, I'm like, fuck bro, you look like you got fucked up.
She did.
Yeah, she did. Yeah.
If Joanna was surprised on that decision,
She wasn't.
Well,
I
here's
don't
the thing.
think.
No, she was. And
dude.
she looked.
was?
And on the scorecards, she did technically outstrike Rose.
but
she
it was
had
probably.
more, but
I
they
think
weren't
this was one of those,
significant
dog,
damage.
It's a champion thing.
And this unanimous
too, dude.
decision.
It's a champion thing.
Dude,
You have to knock out the champion.
you're
You gotta
not-
beat the champ.
If you go split decision, there's only a couple of examples
yeah.
where this doesn't come into play. But for the most part, if you don't knock out the champion,
You did not
like
win.
you did not.
Yeah, yeah.
Typically, there's a couple of examples that I can't think of right now, but in general,
They're out
that's
there,
kind of
but,
like the
yeah.
unspoken rule.
Yeah.
But even with that said, she whooped her ass.
That's
the whole
what I
fucking
thought, too.
fight.
Dude, her
Yeah.
face,
I
her
think there
faces
was-
were completely different.
I'd say there was maybe one. Like they were saying that round 1 to Rose, round 1 and 2 to Rose, 3 and 4 to Jędrzejczyk, and then the final round back to Rose. And that's kind of how it was in the rankings. I felt like maybe Jędrzejczyk won one round.
She
maybe
won that. She
Yeah,
won.
she
She might have even won 2 rounds.
2 rounds. Yeah.
But
no, I say one round. Yeah,
And
not
you
the
know
way
what?
The judges
And then
judged
Rose got that takedown right at the end. I was like, seal the deal.
Yeah,
Done
it's
deal.
done, dude.
Done
Rose is. I was watching the embedded where Rose is. Pat Barry. They're in the park and Pat Barry is chucking tennis balls at Rose, and I'm like, what? He's like, we're gonna do this tennis ball practice. I'm like, you guys are fucking lame. Sounds retarded, but bro, she was hitting. I know this is stupid in me explaining.
Is he chucking it like he's
Like
No,
fast?
he's
Like
on
he's
his
throwing a
knees.
pitch?
He's on his knees,
Okay.
and it's like from me to.
Is he
like, the
lobbing
door.
it, or is he
no,
chucking
he's
him?
throwing it, and
Oh.
she's just going bat, bat.
Oh, she's hitting
bat,
them.
bat out of the middle of the air. And
How
I'm
many
like,
feet away? Like 10 feet? 20 feet?
Let's say 15, maybe.
15 feet?
Damn.
A
15
guy
feet,
That's a
maybe
pretty-
big
20,
as freaking
maybe 20 feet.
Pat
And he's-
Barry.
And also, you got to give props to Pat Barry because the way he's chucking them, they're like still getting in the same general
Area of her fist.
And they're like, it kind of helps us get used to new angles. And I'm
Yeah.
like,
She definitely looked
but
like that.
when you watch it, if you guys have a chance, watch the embedded. I think it was like 223, and maybe it was episode 4 or 3, something like that. But she's binking these balls straight out the sky. I'm like, that shit looks dope. Rose is a fucking beast. I thought mentally this was going to fuck with her because I'm like, okay, she's a mental fighter, yeah. Mm-hmm. She thought she was in the right, so she won the first fight. But then I'm like, damn, she has the belt now. Does she have pressure on her that she's got to keep that belt? And is that mental part of her? Is it not very strong?
Dude, I had my money on
yeah.
Jędrzejczyk.
Really?
Decision.
Really?
Decision.
I had it on Rose.
Did you?
Yeah.
I thought young Jędrzejczyk was going to come back, but
I
you
thought
know
it was
what?
going to be a trilogy
young
thing
Jędrzejczyk
for sure.
Jędrzejczyk straight up gave everything she has and fucking still lost.
still
bro.
lost, yeah.
She
She
got
went-
knocked out the
yeah.
first time. If they fight a million times, and I'm not saying, well, no, I am saying, never mind. I am saying Rose is the best in the division. I was going to say,
Yeah.
I'm not saying that she is, but she, I mean,
Clearly
looking
is.
looking down the roster,
Hands down, she is,
obviously
yeah.
she's the
And,
champ.
and Jędrzejczyk is hands down number 2, which
Yeah.
puts Jędrzejczyk in that Wonder Boy
That's cool.
spot,
you know what? It's always going to be. I think sometimes there just needs to be a Batman and a Robin in the division.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
And sometimes and
Joan
young
Jones,
Jędrzejczyk-
Cormier.
John Jones Cormier.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a couple. There was
a couple that
Dude, it was
fucking-
Mighty Mouse for a while. It was Mighty Mouse and Joseph Benavidez. Like,
Oh,
just-
yeah.
I was gonna say
Hey,
John
Joseph
Mighty Mouse and
Benavidez,
John
hey, man,
Dotson. John Dotson.
Oh, Dotson too was up there, but
Joseph
I
Benavidez.
really
Benavidez was a.
Let's become friends, man.
Still is,
Invite
and I
me
think-
over to
I
your
think
house. We'll have dinner. We'll
that-
just hang out. Like, you bring your wife.
That might be the next fight. Wait, what are you talking about?
What?
Oh, Joseph Benavidez.
Hey, Joseph Benavidez, man. I'll
You know
become
what?
your
Let's
friend,
just clear
man.
the air. Let's just clear the air.
Like,
If this gets out to Megan O'Leary, she's our show crush. And you know what? We're all married and, you know, whatever. But, I mean, everyone has their... like,
everyone has their celebrity,
the celebrity
kinda crush.
crush.
Yeah,
I gotta
Megan
say,
O'Leary is-
Megan O'Leary's mine.
is as well, dude.
She's my
big
Patty
time.
Mayonnaise.
She's what?
Patty Mayonnaise
What
from Doug.
Oh yeah, okay.
You don't get that?
No, I get it. The guy with the green guy.
So
the
I
green
also agree. Megan Olivier, outside of the cage, definitely my favorite.
Yes.
Definitely the crush. So who is your inside the cage crush?
friend.
Female fighter.
I would. Before it was Paige Van Sant, but then I took a good look at her and she looks like
Stop it. She started posting shit with her boyfriend, and then
She
you were
looks like she
"Damn."
smells a little bit.
Why do you always say that? We could. That could be a guest. God damn it. That could be a guest.
I know, but I'm just speaking
You can't
what
say
how
you
I
can
feel.
only talk about their in-cage antics. You
Okay,
cannot
okay,
say
fine.
that she smells.
Paige Vincent,
like
you
she
take a
smells.
shower, come back to the show. I'm just kidding. I'm just fucking around. Inside, I don't know. Who do you
I don't
have?
know. Who do you have? Hey, how much time do we have?
Maybe
Zol?
Rose?
Sorry. Okay.
I like Rose. I like Rose. I will say
think
Rose.
I think I'd go karate. It's a split between karate
we've had this
hottie
conversation.
Yeah, I
It's
go
all
Rose.
changed.
and then
actually.
My loyalty lies to no one.
and then Catherine, or like the Russian girl that just fought. I think she's Russian. She just fought.
She fought last night.
Yeah, yeah.
Against
I can never-
Felicia Herring.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. She's,
Yeah, I can never pronounce her last name.
Rafi was going hard on her. Karoba or something
Yeah,
like that.
those are my two top.
Yeah, she's cute. She's a
Michelle
good looking
Waterson.
chick. Yeah.
And
I still didn't get to her last name.
yeah, it's tough. It's a tough one.
can't
But you know what's so
pronounce that.
crazy? Once you get it, then you can say it all the time. Like I remember when Fernando was in here.
Yeah.
He's the one that got young J-Check down for me. It was like it's
Nurmagomedov.
young J-Check.
Nurmagomedov.
Nurmagomedov.
Yeah,
Nurmagomedov.
that's what it is.
I probably said that 2 different times.
Nurmagomedov.
Yeah, she Rose for me now.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah, I like it. She
Even
looks
with the short hair?
She's a pretty
just a
girl.
pretty
She's
face.
just a pretty face
Yeah,
girl,
she's a
dude.
dime
And
piece.
she's a badass.
Yeah.
And she's a
Fuck you
badass.
up. There's I saw a video today of her singing to like a song. I don't know
Is
what
she
it
playing
was.
the piano?
No.
She's a very
She sings
interesting
really
girl.
well.
Dog, and she plays the she is a very
Who is she?
interesting girl.
Who's she with?
I would like to, Pat Barry. I would like to see Rose Namajunas like behind the scenes more.
She doesn't seem to want to do
No,
that,
I
dude.
know, but that's what makes me want to see
Seems
more.
Yeah,
cool.
totally.
I want to see it
Yeah.
more because
Dude, she seems
like
her
she's so
living on a
private.
farm and she
That's
grows
what she
everything.
actually-
She's got the
she-
garden.
That's what
and
she
grows-
actually does
Yeah.
do, I believe.
Yeah.
Ray Borg's in the back in the shack.
What?
I don't know. I'm just.
All right, so I think we touched all the fights. We went over Khabib. We went over Rose. We went
Fight
over...
of the night was a good fight,
who got fight of the
Hey,
night?
I didn't even watch the Joe Leoza. Joe Leoza lost.
dude.
Oh, no.
The corner
We didn't-
stopped it
dude.
after the first round. He was so
It
beat
was the
up.
knee.
He went back to his corner. And,
that the fight?
And the corner
What?
stopped the fight.
Oh,
yeah.
that's not the same fight I'm
I
talking
didn't
about.
see that.
Yeah, you
fight.
guys asked
Oh,
me,
really?
dude. Yeah,
That
it
was
was
a-
it
that
was
was
going
the
back
first fight
and
of the
forth.
night?
I think that was the first one on
didn't see that.
on the card. Yeah, and he just got lit up, dude. He got lit up hard. He's just, like his whole face was just covered in blood. The round ended. He went back to his corner, and the corner was like, no mas.
Oh shit.
Yeah. That's a
Hey,
tough
shout
one.
out to the corner.
for sure.
Real talk. Real
Yeah.
talk. Because I don't. There's sometimes
Joe would've
that
gone right
motherfuckers
back
are-
out there.
That motherfuckers are like, you can do this. Just go in there and win. Like I am fucked up right now, guy.
Yeah.
Like I cannot fucking fight anymore. Well, that's really like because I guess like throwing in the towels. Like I mean,
Yeah.
like giving up. You know what's worse than giving up? Fucking just getting
getting
knocked the
destroyed.
Yeah.
fuck
Yeah.
out
Just dying.
or getting beaten.
Yeah.
Or yes,
Just dying.
death.
Yeah.
Like not being able to fight anymore. So like, shout out to Joe's corner.
Dude,
Shout.
how crazy was it back in the day? Dude, Hoist Gracie's first loss ever came from him walking into the cage after so the first UFCs.
I know, he
you
fought 3 people.
Yeah, you win.
Oh,
you
yeah,
fight
he came
again.
back and
you
forth, yeah.
win.
That
He had
was
this
crazy.
gnarly fight with Chemo. Chemo the
He
fighter.
walked into my office one day.
Chemo?
When I worked
Yeah.
at Morgan Drexen. The guy used to carry a big cross.
Yeah. Dude, he's
yeah.
unmistakable. He's like
Yeah, because he
maybe
looks
a little
like
bit
he's
cracked out
on
now, but
a lot of steroids and cocaine.
and drugs. Yeah.
shit.
But dude, so Hoist Gracie's first loss, he got into the cage ready for that final fight and just told his corner, I can't see. Like I literally can't see anymore. Like I'm done. Like that's just he had to stop it. Can you imagine if his corner's like, no, Hoist, you gotta fight again, buddy.
Come on, man, get in
No,
there.
I'm literally
Hoist,
blind.
Listen,
blind.
I know you're
Use the
almost-
force.
I know
Use
you're
the
almost
force.
dying.
Use the Brazilian
but
force.
He's like, we're the Silvas. Get the fuck
Yeah,
out.
get out there.
He's like, fuck you.
That song starts playing in the back.
I know.
Get your meat
We're
on.
getting the wrap up signal from Zol. Hit that subscribe button.
Yes.
I know you heard the commercial. You stupid jerks.
Yeah, come on, get in there.
I feel bad at yelling at our audience now. I'm really sorry about this, guys.
They're not
but
even
get in
listening.
there, hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys for listening. We are The Donkey Show, and we out.
Later.